Hey guys, I'm just going to show you an area, an example where we would use an in-ground light. So we have these nice stone columns coming into the driveway area of this house, and sorry it's a little loud, it's a little windy, we're right by the roadway here, but bear with me. But entryways of driveways, entryways of the homes, you always want to try and feature those, especially, and typically you have some nice features like some stone pillars or something around the house, some nice columns or beams or something. You always want to try and get a light on that. So for this example, we're using our in-ground light. Reason being is because this is kind of a rock driveway area. I don't want to use a typical uplight and accent light, which basically gets you the same effect. The difference is I want the light source to start right at the ground, right at the base, and I don't want to have to worry about anybody from the street or any vehicles or anything knocking this over or hitting it or anything like that. So we're going to put this right in the ground. I've got it not too far back from the pillar. I've got it maybe, we'll call it 12 to 18 inches back of the pillar. It's going to be shining straight up. We're going to get this pillar as well as a lot of the foliage and the trees that are above. So these in-ground and accent lights, we don't use them all the time because they are a little bit more costly, a little bit more maintenance to keep clean, especially if you're in a leafy area. But in some cases, it's a great light to use, and that's where we're going to use it on this property. Hey guys, I'm going to try and do this real quick because we've got a lot of drive traffic here, but this is why we light up pillars. We got a couple in-ground lights that are lighting this entryway, and they look really good. So I mean, anytime you got an entryway, whether it be to your home or to your driveway, I think you're doing it a huge disservice if you don't get some lights in there. I like the in-ground lights too because they start right at the base, so they light that whole thing up from top to bottom. So something to consider anytime you got a nice entryway is definitely use those in-ground lights. Hey guys, I'll go into a little bit more detail about these DVR-Y connectors in a bit, but basically I always get asked if I need to tee into a line. So for example, I've got a line coming in, I've got a line going out, and then I've got another line that has to go out here. How can I go about doing that? So that's where we're going to use these DVR-Y connectors. The reason we use these is because they're bigger, so we can fit more wires in them. So we can fit our wire going out, we can fit our wire that just came in, and then we can send another wire out that way. And my one tip that I'll want to point out is that I always try and do this somewhere where there's like a fixture or something. So that way, if there ever is a break or connection that I gotta go check, I know where it is. It's located at a fixture. It's somewhere where there's already a hole as opposed to just some random spot in the yard. So just a quick tip, when you're teeing into the line, try and do it somewhere where you know you already have splice and you can easily access it later. Hey guys, so I just want to show you, we're going to use our accent light a whole bunch in this property. In a lot of common areas we're going to use that is on some nice trees. We've got a really nice tree here that we're going to try and focus on. But one thing I see people do too often, or more times than not, is instead of trying to get that light nice and close to the tree and having it shine up, so you're taking advantage of all the barking structure and then all the branching up top, is they'll bring it far back and try and aim it at the tree. And what happens there is they tend to miss a lot of the lower portions of the trees. Then also when it, depending on the area you live in, if you start losing a lot of foliage in the wintertime, then having that light shine at all the foliage is kind of a waste of time, and you lose a lot of the effect of that light. That's why I like having it closer to the tree. Here we're maybe 12, 14, 18 inches away from the base. We're going to have it shooting almost straight up because I want to highlight all this trunking and branching structure as possible, as well as now we're getting that light up into the foliage and into the canopy. So again, with our standard RS uplight from FX Luminaire, there's lots of other good ones out there. I like this guy because it's a real workhorse, and that's what we're going to use on this project.